Hey people, how you doing today? This is Randall J. And it's time for some coherent drivel. Over the years, I've collected way too many back injuries. I've wrecked things. I have work injuries. I have whiplash. I was sitting at a red light and somebody rear-ended me. So I've been dealing with back injuries for a long time. Now, I am not a doctor. I do not have a medical degree, and this is what I do. I am not recommending this for anybody. I do not take responsibility for anybody else's actions. You are on your own. But I'm telling you what works for me, right? I've known a lot of people, the idea of me having back surgery has been questionable several times over the years. And I've always been like, nah. I've known people that had back surgery, and, it's not always good. Let's put it that way. It's not always good. So I've developed many techniques for taking care of my own back. There's a back roller that looks like a wooden rolling pin. That helped me a great deal, practically saved my life. And then, I have other things, like I have this wooden thing that arches my back. I can lay on that and like bend backwards, or maybe a ball. There's different ways, different things, techniques to use. A percussion vibrator helps. It's like a jackhammer. It loosens up muscles very well. But probably by far is I have a pull-up bar in my hallway. It's only like 2 inches above my head, and I hang from that a couple times a day, and I can pop out my lower back pretty good. I also have a traction head harness that I bought on Amazon for like $12, whatever. Not very much. But, the way the instructions are, there's a string and you put a little pulley and you put on top of your door and you fill up a 5-pound thing with water, which does nothing. So I've tied my traction harness to my pull-up bar, and it wasn't strong enough, so I reinforced it with nylon webbing and real thick Velcro, so it can support a great deal of weight. And then I was having a particularly bad back. And marijuana is legal in Colorado, but I never like smoking marijuana. I don't like it. But my buddy had some tincture, which is like an edible. It's liquid. And this is good stuff, like syrup almost. Very good stuff. And there's also, gummy bears here. And the Tootsie Rolls are nice. You can just slice off a little piece of a Tootsie Roll, and they last a long time. But I am fortunate enough that my buddy gave me some tincture, and that relaxes my muscles, and it helps me focus on the pain. And I do like what I call high yoga. I'm not a yoga person, not really, but what happens is I can stretch and I can focus on that particular spot and work on it. Now, in combination with my traction harness, and I always hold on to the pull-up bar with one hand, and when I use my head harness, traction harness, and under the influence of the tincture, I can relax and I can focus and I can stretch those painful spots, and it gives me great relief. grape Mere Leaf. A couple weeks ago, and I haven't done tincture in like 6 months, and a few weeks ago, I was in pain. I was really miserable. I've been miserable for weeks. My back is hurting, my neck is hurting, you know, and I had not been using my traction harness, and I had not been using the tincture for like 6 months or something. And I was like, you know, I guess it's time to, you know, try whatever I can try. So I tried the tincture, and I started doing my traction harness again. And the last 3 days, I've felt so much better, so significantly better. I mean, I still got a kink in my neck, and I still got a kink in my lower back, but the pain is alleviated by 75–85%. So this is just what I do. I don't recommend this. You know, you can talk to your doctor or whatever, you know, but I think some sort of traction has helped me immensely. And if I didn't have that, if I didn't do these things I do to take care of my own back, you know, I don't know, man. Such misery leads to suicidal thoughts. But like I said, this last few days, I feel great. I feel much more alive, much more happy. You know, when your body's in when your body's in pain, it messes with your brain, you know. And when your body feels good, your brain is much more relaxed. So this is only what I do. It may not be for you. Talk to your doctor. Don't listen to me. I take no responsibility for anybody but myself. And I'm not a medical person at all. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm running out of topics, to be honest. But, you know, we got to vote for Kennedy. You got to spread the word to everybody. He's the only intelligent choice. He wants to get the poison out of our food and keep our water and our air clean. He wants to invest in green technology, you know, solar technology. And I personally, studying a lot of science, believe that solar is the way to go. I don't like wind. Wind, those big machines, they wear out. They're too much to build. And I had another video where I described, I have my own solar tech invention that people should be willing to, what's that called? Invest in. You know, I don't have the company off the ground. You know, I need some big time investors, if you know any. But I think my solar tech invention is actually better, preferable to solar panels, and easier to maintain, and has a greater longevity, easy to replace a few components if necessary, you know, 20 years from now, whatever. These things will last a long time, and, well, they'll last as long as your house will last, with a few new components, perhaps, every once in a while. So, whatever, right? Whatever. Enjoy the day. You know, you could die at any second. So, you have to learn how to enjoy the moment, the sacred moments. I did a video about the sacred moments. I'll talk to you later. Vote for Kennedy, and tell all your friends and your family to vote for Kennedy. Watch him on Joe Rogan. Watch him on Lex Fridman. There's several other interviews with him which are very good. We have got to reject the old system. We have got to, well, the real old system, like in the 50s, wasn't that bad. It was a lot better than it is today. Capitalism has run amok. Must be reined in and more controlled. We need equity amongst the people. Kennedy understands all this. And he understands the green energy thing too. And I mean, I think Kennedy is like our last hope for this country, and possibly the last hope globally to kind of get things on the right track. So, yeah, really, man. Invest. I'm out there at the cafe handing out Kennedy bumper stickers, talking to the people, and I want you to do that too. Get your Kennedy flag, get your Kennedy yard sign, get your Kennedy t-shirts, your Kennedy hats. We have got to make this happen. And everybody likes him. Democrats and Republicans can see the advantages in Kennedy, all the independents like Kennedy. I mean, if you listen to the man talk, you understand that this is a different kind of person. This is an intelligent, good person who wants the best for the people of the United States, not the corporations. Fuck the corporations. We need a government by the people, for the people. And Kennedy promises that. Kennedy is our next great step towards our great society as it's supposed to be, for the people. Thank you very much.